And Fox 47 meteorologist Brian Bachman back with you now. Another look at your forecast. Of course, it's been an icy start to the week for a lot of us at times, thanks to a wintry mix that's been coming through the area in waves so far today. A bit more of that still has to come through this evening, so stay alert for some slick conditions. I think overall over the next few hours, the icing threat should start to diminish, but I can't say zero just yet. So use caution if you're taking to the roads. Looking ahead to Christmas, cloudy skies and quiet weather will be taking over. So once we get through tonight's crummy weather, looks like it's going to be smooth sailing for holiday travel from there, and then warmer as we get to the weekend, but with some plain old rain showers set to return. All right, let's take you back to the radar this evening across our neighborhoods from Lansing into the Mason and Meridian Township areas now, and then back toward Eaton Rapids, Brookfield, Charlotte. Most of this is being detected on radar as snow right now, but we've seen it change from scan to scan. So there's a mixture of some snow, sleet, freezing rain amid all of this still occurring. So the roads at the very least will be slick. Could see some icy patches here and there. So again, extreme caution is advised. Albion, Clarendon into your neighborhoods, Marshall, Springport also kind of along that last wave of wintry mixed precipitation that's starting to come on through. Putting the radar in motion, you can see that a larger swath of that, predominantly snow, is moving in across Ionia County and back toward the southwest toward Kalamazoo. This will eventually also hit the Lansing, St. John's, DeWitt areas, just to name a few. We are getting toward the backside of this, though, so at least conditions are poised to start improving once we get into the second half of this evening. Here's the system responsible. Area of low pressure, thankfully a fast-moving one. It's going to duck right across southern Michigan and then out toward across Lake Erie going into the overnight hours. It's going to drag a cold front briefly through the area, but ultimately it's going to let high pressure staying predominantly to the north of us to filter in over the Great Lakes over the next couple of days. It's not going to do a whole lot for our cloud cover, but it will keep the weather quiet, so travel conditions going into Christmas Eve and if you're traveling on Christmas Day across the state should be in much better shape. But back to what we're tracking here for tonight. Again, looking through now into the 7 o'clock time frame, this last wave of, showing up as a lot of snow here, but there will be some mixed precipitation in across our neighborhoods with it, so just bear that in mind. That continues through the 7 to 8 o'clock time frame. By about 9 to 10, most of this is over, barring some leftover drizzle, some misty conditions. Some of that could even be some patchy freezing drizzle through midnight. From there, then it's just cloudy skies going into the morning commute tomorrow. I think road conditions tomorrow morning are going to be a lot better, but any roads that are wet going into tonight, we're not talking about a flash freeze here since temps are only going to fall to about 30 degrees, but where road treatments maybe weren't quite as effective today or just didn't occur as much, there could be some refreezing on wet surfaces, so just bear that in mind into tomorrow morning. But otherwise quiet, generally cloudy. Lunch hour tomorrow also looking at the same thing, and going into Christmas Eve evening around 5 o'clock, we'll just see those same cloudy skies. Christmas night follows out the same way as Santa arrives, and then going into Christmas morning, Christmas Day, it'll be a cloudy one, but at least a quiet one here in our neighborhoods. 30, though, the evening wintry mix, then cloudy skies overnight for tonight. Into Christmas Eve tomorrow, cloudy skies and a light wind. High temp a little bit above freezing, around 34. Looking ahead to Christmas Day, Wednesday, slightly milder still, up to 35. Cloudy skies, mostly cloudy, 38 for the start of Hanukkah and Kwanzaa going into Thursday. Then a little more showery late Friday through the weekend with high temperatures getting back to the mid-40s and eventually around 50.